Whoa! I just had lunch. I just had a little bean tortilla. A tortilla. Hello, everybody. Welcome to No Madness Life. If you're new here, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. If you'd like to become a member, links in the description. Yes, this is what I look like today. No makeup, don't care. Little bit of lips, stained, hair's freshly washed, but I look like the I don't give a fuck. Because I don't. It's hot out. I'm about to go outside. Well, hello. Jamie, Ellen, Jersey, Pussycat. Pussy. It's Pussycat. Fairy Dust, Catherine, Pamela, Gail. Yeah, this is my skin in the raw. Kalia. Miss Mud Duck, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Waving from Oklahoma. Hello. I was just singing, listening to some Jason Aldean. Oh, the script just gets crazier. Well, hello, M. Hank. Sugar Okie, Laura, Deja Vu. Everybody doing good. Atlantis. Oh, this hair. So anyway, our girl, still MIA. Foodie, we're waiting. We're waiting. I've got plenty to react to. I just want to make sure you're all right. You all right? I know you're a little mad. I would be too. I would be too. I'd be a little mad too. I'm worried about her too. Hopefully she didn't end up in the hospital. I don't know why. Where's she gonna pop up? I don't know, I'm waiting. I'm sitting here waiting. Drop something. Go live, do something. Foodie, come on now. You're tougher than this, stop it. Hopefully he went and got the car. She'll post for me. Yeah, she loves me. Come on now. I'm waiting. You can do this. It's the end of the month, girl. Come on now. We ain't got time to play like this. Just go live. It's 9:12 at night. I'd be embarrassed too, but I'd still be like, you know what? I got a job to do. I think she replied on a post too, but I don't know where. She is mad. So maybe it is smart. Okay. So she posted on somebody else's video. Got it. Okay. Okay. Proof of life. She's a little mad. All right. Okay. How are my dogs? They're good. Mr. Tiggs was just wandering around for some damn reason. Jaxie's laying on the couch. 8 hours ago, there was a comment under her last live. I'm sure. I mean, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I do remember her saying she was going to manipulate people, but I think, you know, that was kind of a wake-up call, and they had to suck. But it's all right. Go live and just be 100. Just say, you know what? I just had a wake-up call. Like Hungry Fat Chick did. We respect honesty and not bullshit. Why would she be mad? Would you be mad if your husband literally, you know, filmed you? You know what I'm saying? I don't think she's going anywhere yet. She got to work on some stuff, get herself out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he made her come over and sit on the couch and all that stuff. But, you know, it's like we already knew she was hiding herself. She did a couple honest Like, she did one honest stream, couple actually. The one where she said she was going to do the water fast because she had a binge that, like, probably literally scared her. And I don't blame her. I mean, if I had an addiction and I was sitting in Kuwait in 120-degree heat, can't do anything, can't go anywhere, I'm sure you're gonna, like, I'm sure you've all been there one time in your life or not, right? Where you're just like, I'm gonna lose my shit if things don't change, right? But her inability, I don't know, man. I just couldn't do what she's doing. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do what she's doing. I couldn't have left everything I known in my whole life and my identity just for some guy. You were there 180 pounds ago. See, there's a lot of honest people out here, Foodie. And you just need to be one of them. There's people in here that have no problem saying, you know what? Damn, I'm going to try to do better. Look at MFW out there. She put it all out there. And there's still people rooting for her. You could have that too. Just be honest. Just be like, man, my head's fucked up. She did it a couple times and we were like, okay. But then she went right into denial and she's trying to save her whatever. I don't even know what she's doing at this point. You know, honesty's the best policy. That's the only way you can move forward. But if you keep denying and pretending and trying to hide it, you're only hurting yourself. And I don't know why the hell you have to keep making these videos. It's so bizarre. Like, shit's just getting bizarre now. It is best to tell the truth. Absolutely. Yeah. That was a wake-up call. 20 minutes at the outside at the beach. I mean, you turn purple, okay? That's like heat stroke. You shouldn't have been out there. Go out at night. Oh, absolutely, Pete's would take her back, yeah. People would be behind Foodie, too. She just lies. Kalia, I don't know what you got going on there, but you put an I in there. Is it possible that she's actually embarrassed now? If Foodie embarrassed, the one that rolled down a hill in her underpants, has showed her bare ass naked butt many times, her fupa, she don't get embarrassed. She's pissed off. Foodie gets pissed off. I have no idea what Monty's doing. I pay no attention to him. He drives me batshit crazy. He's always up to something, and then he like bullshits his way out of it. I can't even with him. Yeah, she's a performer, not this person in Kuwait. Absolutely, you are correct. And do I think she suffered a major traumatic experience with Nader? Possibly. And I'm not talking like in the sense, the whole thing. She wanted him. She was obsessed with him. We seen it. She wouldn't leave him alone. She kept driving to Didi's and holy crap, he was with another woman. She wouldn't let up. Like I'm saying, this thing with Nader put her on a spiral. And in my opinion, maybe she's realizing that holding on to all of this is going to destroy her. Seriously. Didi stole her man. That made her nuts. Absolutely. Absolutely. She did so much driving for Nader and Didi. I know, she did a lot for them. They could call her at any time. She would drive the 2 hours. And they used her and abused her. Absolutely. And I feel like she couldn't cope. So maybe she thought this would be her salvation. I don't even know, but obviously it's definitely the opposite. This is, I don't care what she says. It's obvious. The actions show everything. What comes out of her mouth, don't even care. That's like saying the story she keeps telling over and over again about BBJ, and it's like, ma'am, no, that's not how things went down. No. And it's her way of coping. Like, I don't get it, but I think if she just threw all the cards on the table and said, I'm in a bad way right now, and she actually relied on her support system online, her family, like really took people's advice instead of being so angry, because she can't fix it. She needs help. Nothing happened to your comment, Pamela, that I'm aware of. Nothing's been deleted. You might have put something in there Google didn't agree with. She seems to be progressively getting worse. Yes. Yeah, and you can't run from yourself. You can't run. You can't run. It will follow you. She smiled with Nader, and with Salash, she has gained weight, lost her spirit. Something ain't right. It could even be as simple as that medication she bought over the counter to stop. She says without that medication, which in my opinion has turned her into a zombie, if you ask me, and not only that, it has increased her appetite. It can be this simple. It's the medication. She said she has to take that medication so she doesn't get like upset or act out. Yes, Eliza, yes. We've seen the change in her personality since she started taking it. We were even questioning if she was high, but the medication could be doing this, and she doesn't know what to do. I don't know, but it may be the reason she's sleeping. It's increased her appetite, and she's kind of like, I would say, lacking personality. I don't know. It could be that simple. Tigsy, what, honey? What do you need? Always something with this dog. Wrong meds, wrong doses, yeah. You need to be monitored when you're on that stuff. Even though you took it in the past or Pete's took it, it doesn't mean at 40, maybe it's not going to work for you the right way. I don't know. She needs to go home. She really needs to somehow figure out how she's going to go home. Diet Pepsi, I would have to give you a 0 on that. You hear him. But what do you need, sweetheart? Your baby, he got me running all the time. What is it you need? There he is. What is it you need? Why are you woofing for mom? And then he lays down on the floor. He's such an ass. When I go live now, he is my toddler. Yeah. Life with chihuahuas. Every day. Only when I go live. He's been ignoring me pretty much all day. I made my lunch. He didn't bother me as soon as I went live. You give it 8%. What you working with percentages? Why are you thinking about it, Diet Pepsi? Because that's weird and creepy, and I don't want to imagine it, but thank you very much. You have a 7-pound diva? My cat thinks he's a dog. Wow. Listen, Jax thinks that he's a cat. So there's that. So anyway, I was going to react to the crabs and barnacles because I've never seen it. I've never seen it, and I thought, well, if she ain't going to post while we're live, which I hope she does, I'll keep checking the notifications. But I hope she gets this sorted out before she has to travel anywhere, because I think travel at this point would be dangerous, perhaps. You hate commercials. Listen. The best thing I ever did was sign up for that premium. I can watch anything on the tubes, no commercials. I don't know what, I was singing Jason Aldean, you know? Try that in a small town. See how far that gets you down the road. I was singing that through the house while I was cleaning and shit. You know what I'm saying? Small town America shit. Country folk shit. Right? I mean, it made it to #1, so why not? I was singing it. Right? And he wouldn't bother me. He followed me upstairs once, but that was about it. Well, cart to cart, you know, fat dispersion is different on everyone. There's some people that are really tall, and no matter how fat they get, they never gain weight on the upper half. It's always the lower half. But people that are apple shaped, they generally don't gain weight in the lower half because there's not, you're born with as many fat cells as you're going to have, right? So with apple shape, it's all built around the stomach, which is the most dangerous because, of course, you're gaining weight where your heart is, and that's more dangerous than down, you know, in the hips, the butt, and the legs. So people like me that are apple shaped, we got to be very careful. We got to be very careful to stay at a healthy weight, or we put pressure and strain on our heart. And our heart's a muscle, okay? It doesn't get broken. It doesn't feel anything. It's just an involuntary muscle. Keeps you alive. Keeps you alive, and you got to cherish it. You know what I'm saying? Eat heart healthy. Yeah, things like that. When you're apple shape, she's apple shape. So instead of the weight, you know, going to the skull and to the legs and all that, it's going to stay around the middle. It's going to work into the neck, the face, everything that surrounds the important arteries and the important organ sitting in your chest. I don't even play like that. I worked in the heart unit, and most of the people in there, not talking about people with genetic heart issues. I'm talking about people who don't take care of themselves, right? Most of the people were either really, really old or obese. If they were young, they were obese. And I'm just saying, apple shape's got to be careful. And it was always the ones with the big stomachs. It's too much work. Yeah, there's going to be plenty of stories out there. She's an apple shape, that's what I said. Thank you, Fresh Flowers. Always a pleasure to have you in here. So anyway, I was going to react to this one because I've never reacted to it. I can't believe how much she spends on fast food. That's just crazy. Well, to us, it's crazy. To her, my God, she's been obsessed with fast food and takeout food since she stole the babysitter's money out of her purse just to have a 18-piece chicken KFC bucket. This, to her, is real. This is real. We don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for us to understand, but she's living the nightmare. And every time we poke and piss her off, it gives her another reason to go make herself feel better. Now, if we all wrapped our little arms around her and said, you can do this like we're doing Candy from Hungry Fat Chick. Of course, Candy's a lot nicer than Foodie. I got to give you that. Foodie can be mean, ugly, vile, evil. Most addicts can when they're protecting their addiction. When she's mad at Celeste, she takes it out on us. When she was mad at Nodder, she took it out on us. And unfortunately, her two cats, you know, they're not, listen, if she's not a priority, she ain't gonna all of a sudden become a nurturer to two cats. That's her companions. That ain't like somebody you nurture. She don't nurture herself. Why would she nurture those cats? There's plenty of people out there that do that shit, don't they? To kids. All that matters is themselves. Well, if she loves being fat and she loves her body, then it's going to be her demise. She only ordered those crabs to troll FFG. She didn't even know how to eat the meat. Oh, good God. Till she wants to change, she won't. Very true, Shelly Ray. Very true. Yes. Or here comes Tiggs. Oh, God, he's going in the kitchen, the little asshole. What do you want in there? Now he's going to start making his noises by the refrigerator. Jackson, don't join him. Don't follow suit. Anyway. Oh, good God. She is miserable. Yesterday was a wake-up call, I think. You never know. She might just pop on eating a big old ass large pizza. You never know. Do you think she's in love with Salah? I ain't feeling it. I ain't feeling it. No, I don't. I think she was hoping he would be a distraction. I don't know, though. It's like a flat tire. You can't go anywhere until you change it. True that, Mrs. Mud Duck. Nobody thinks she's in love with Salah, no. I think he's a Pete's 2.0. I just think he'll do whatever, and I don't know, he definitely throws shade at her, though, and laughs at her. That's got to be problematic. But she never cared when Nader did that. She's in love with the feeling of being in love. Right, too many movies. It's crazy. You're giving her too much credit. No, there's no real love there. It's only infatuation. True, obsession, perhaps. Hoping she'll get over Nader. Because she admitted, right, before this whole Salah thing, when she was hitting up every guy on Tinder, trying to show Nader, everybody wants me, right? We seen that. And the people with intelligence can see through all the bullshit, right? She don't like that. We know that. Which a lot of reaction channels are intelligent. There's a couple out there that are a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, fine. We don't even give them any mind, okay? We don't mind none. No. We just go, you're which is weird. But anyway, like some of the weird ones, they pretend that they're interested in Foodie and her life and the soap opera that it is, but their channel ends up becoming all about them. You know the ones, right? They get the audience from Foodie, but then the whole channel becomes about them and their weirdness, right? We've seen them. But the truth is, this is my soap opera. When I react to her, I'm reacting to her content. For real. Because that's what you should be doing. Like, you need to see what's going on here. Where's the nuggets? We thought at one point she might have been being held hostage in that one place where she was locked in. But I'm thinking maybe it was a bad area. I don't know. It just gets weirder and weirder. I don't know about Salah. I don't know if he's just a sweet little boy, or he's almost 10 years younger than her, or he's using her. I don't know. Everybody seems to use her. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, but she don't seem to care, which is even weirder. So anyway, I mean, she doesn't have much self-worth, it looks like. She pretends. Now, most people that lash out or seem non-empathetic to even animals, let alone people's children, they tend to have low self-esteem. Low. But I can't figure out Nader yet. Or I mean Salah. Nader was easy to figure out. Pay me. Pay me. Pay me. Take me shopping. Pay me. Send money to my family. Pay me. We already figured that out. Salah's a little more covert. Or he just is as simple as they come. I don't know. All right, so we're going to react to this because I don't know if she's going to come out from behind the wood pile for a few days. She's the one ruining her end of the month paycheck. It's so bizarre. But yeah, I think that was a little bit of an injury. I did a whole video where I had heat exhaustion, a few years ago. It's on my channel under funny. It really wasn't funny because when I had heat exhaustion, it was like you were maniacal. It was bizarre, and I didn't feel good for hours. And my sister once got, my mom got heat stroke when she was younger in Vegas, had to go to the hospital. So you just don't know. And it don't matter what size you are. You know what I'm saying? And my sister got heat exhaustion. And I'm on the plane trying to cool her down with paper towels soaked in water and shit like that. So it's no joke. When it affects you internally, did you guys hear about the airplane? It was, I'm not going to say the airlines. You can go look it up. They sat on the tarmac. They were 13 in line to take off. It was 110 degrees out in Las Vegas. Las Vegas airport is a shit show any day of the week, right? Anyway, these people sat on the plane for 4 hours with no air conditioning, just the crappy vents. And you know that's against FAA regulations. If it's over 90 degrees, the plane has to go back they wouldn't let these people. Can you imagine being trapped on a plane because it's not legal for you to let yourself off? Oh, people were going down. Paramedics, everything. They had to go back to the gate. 4 hours. Oh, yeah, I would have released the door and took the handcuffs. There's no way. No. I'd have been all, shut the engine down. I'm getting off. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, it's a big deal what went down, and it was against the law for them to sit in that plane in 90 degree or hotter and 4 hours. And people were diabetic. I would have lost my shit. I lost my shit just watching the video. It was a news report. So anyway, that was that. It was just too hot. I don't know if people video it. I watched the news report, and that's all I seen of it. I was going to go back and investigate a little bit more to see what's, whatever. Yeah, you're going to catch me. Yeah, you're going to catch me to cuff me. Yeah. It's 107 in Kuwait now after 9 p.m. Wow. She knew. She shouldn't have went there for the summer. If she wasn't so worried that her man was going to be with another woman, she would have been in Canada keeping herself safe. I can't with this obsession shit. Get help. Anyway, let's watch this. Oh my God. It's nuts. All of it. Red Room scared her. Yep. Oh well. You can't make a man be your man. If he's not your man, he's not your man. God dang, woman. Stop. Can you imagine fighting for all the wrong things in life? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Here we go, people. We got to turn on the speaker. Tig's in the kitchen making noises. Yeah, you can't lose something that's not yours. Stupid. Women with low self-esteem piss me the hell off. It's time to become a strong woman. Find your place in this world and conquer it. God, I can't stand that shit. Anywho, I don't raise any females to be like that. Okay, here we go. Where's the sound? Oh, shit, right there. I don't know why that does that. Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hello.
So, welcome back to another video.
Mukbang in front of the blue couch. It's like Blue's Clues.
All right, disclaimer.
There's the cat.
Is an eating on camera video.
Yeah. Whatever makes you happy.
So, if you are triggered by eating noises,
Oh, you're doing what Hungry Fat Chick used to do. That's how she used to start out her mukbangs. I see what you're doing. You've been watching her a lot. Yes, you have. That woman is down to 414 pounds. Holy crap. She may be the skinny of the three of you. Keep going, Candy.
messy eating, just people eating in general, and fat people eating what they want, this is not the video for you. So,
how's it working out for you? Yeah, just like I thought.
Have a nice day.
Is the money worth it? Just asking.
For those of you remaining, thanks for watching. And I'm going to say right now, I have a lot to talk about today, a lot on my mind. You know, some days I'm less talkative. Today I'm talkative. And today I have Chinese food because, you know, I love Chinese food. I get this craving every once in a while. Probably
All you gotta do is tell yourself no.
just once a week, at least. So,
Southpaw. You heard of the bear in the big blue house? Now get ready for the sow on the big blue couch. That's gonna be a sad day when she is couch bound. Oh, she was talkative because she got the okay from the cameo, trying to make more money. I don't know what's going on with these hijabs being so tight around her neck. It doesn't hide anything. Nothing.
Where's my cat?
Hello! You want some food?
Here. This place makes the best iced tea, the lemon slices. She was sleeping comfortably in her box mountain. I know people are like, box mountain starting? Yes, well, it's a box for my cat. You know, I have 2 boxes right now littered around the place because...
Wait a minute. I saw this one. But I didn't see any crab legs. This doesn't make any sense to me. Oh, maybe I didn't finish it. I didn't finish it. Fine. We'll do it in its entirety.
Cats love boxes, and every time...
Not only does she have cravings every day, Nut Detective, she has them every 2 hours. That. And when she is in her feels, oh my gosh. She ate an entire, she says a medium pizza from Pizza Hut. I think it was a large. Can you imagine how sick that would make you feel? I couldn't even imagine. Oh my God. It's so
I
gross.
find a nice box. Sorry, why are cats so cute that you like feel the need to talk in a weird, nonsensical
No, never.
way?
Okay, maybe sometimes. Especially with Jaxie poops. Jaxie poops. Yep.
All right. Let's open this up.
She don't hate the ocean. No, she don't. And she didn't have to climb down those rocks to go down to the water, because if you looked over to the right of where she was, it was open to the beach. He just was over to the left by the, you know, dilapidated mosque where the rocks were. But if you went over to the right, it was open to the beach. She didn't have to go down the rocks or down a hill. She could have went over to the right and walked down to the water. So we seen that in the video. And when she was in Cuba, she loved the ocean. She went into the ocean. She loved the ocean. In fact, she said that's where she found God. Now, where she lost God, I have no idea. But I don't think I would cosplay doing all this. Oh my gosh.
I'm trying something different here on camera. Actually, I don't want to wear my ring for this because
You're going to swell up from the MSG. We know.
I don't want it to get dirty.
The cat will go over there and bat it around.
I
Bury it in the litter box.
have spring rolls, which is a must for me. And wow.
Yeah, he was definitely laughing at her. Okay, I did cover this with the spring rolls. I want to get to the crab legs because we pieced out. I don't think she wanted to go to the ocean. I think he pushed her. I don't know. I think he's trying because she gives up on herself, and he was trying to motivate her because he even said, I'm just trying to motivate her. Like, I don't know what kind of bullshit what mind game she's playing with Salah, but she has to travel. And, you know, if he's trying to help her, I don't know. It is so out of control.
Loving comments, okay? And people seem to think that these people are ass kissers. So here's the thing. I want you to just disregard what I'm eating and think of binge eating disorder as not what I'm eating, but as an...
You know, ma'am, instead of being the teacher, I think it's time you become the student. You hear me? Are you buying what I'm selling? I think instead of you trying to be the teacher, it is time for you to become the student. So whatever bullshit you're reading and spitting back out to people that are watching you, I think it's time you put them into play. For real. Because you have just been exposed for how dangerous what you're doing on YouTube is, that you're putting in people's faces. And that's got to be embarrassing. So let's hear how much you have learned.
A mental restriction with food, okay? Let me see if I can give her something.
Oh, gross. I could never eat that shit. They look like Edward Scissorhands.
Huh? No sauce.
Do you like crabs?
Of course she likes crabs. She's from the street. That cat probably could swim better than you.
Do you like crabs? You like crabs?
She puts her addiction above God and man, yes. Absolutely. She doesn't trust anyone or any higher power. She don't even trust herself. Where does that leave you? Where does that leave you? When there's no hope, no trust, that leaves you vulnerable. You could say to the devil or evil, definitely. But to give up her power, I don't see Chantal doing it. If she does, it'll change her life. Yeah, it's a dark place. No, thank you.
Here's some crabs for you.
I wonder if Howie likes crab. Try to save him some. Okay.
Okay, well, they're not humans, so why don't we just stick to animal food? Thank you.
Yeah, as an attitude towards food, basically. Like, there is a lot of mental conditioning. I think diet culture literally conditions people to have eating disorders.
Wrong. No, it doesn't. It teaches you how to eat for life. That's what it does. Anything in repetition can become who you are, right? How do you think you become who you are? Repetition, right? Driving a car. The more you do it, the less you have to think about it. It becomes natural to you, right? And the way you just keep eating crap has conditioned you to crave crap. So it teaches people how to walk away from crap food and learn, because after call it diet or call it eating for life, okay? When you've done it long enough, like I crave salads over order of French fries. I know that's impossible for her to even understand. But when you've done it long enough, your body talks to you. You know what I'm saying? The only way she's ever going to experience this is going to be by force. I'm guessing, like a hospital arc where they're like, you are going to eat a well-balanced meal and you're going to have to for the rest of your life. There's people that go in, they have heart attacks, and they got to change the way they eat for the rest of their life. Or you're going to die. I mean, these are real words. So you just go on, girl. You just go out there and keep filming this, and you just keep going downhill. Someday, you're going to look back at all this bullshit and say, why didn't I take my own advice?
Like, for example, all of these comments I see, these people are conditioned as well. Like saying, this is a reasonable meal to me, okay? You might think the spring rolls are fried, they're not healthy. That's your personal opinion.
No, I don't think people are having a problem with this kind of stuff. It's when you were eating the McDonald's, 5 hot cakes, 3 breakfast sandwiches, the donuts, and the 4 hash browns. You do that on a binge. You quit filming that stuff. So now you're filming what you think people are going to think you're eating. So what you're doing is manipulating, because there's no way you've gained all the weight you've gained by, you know what I mean? So stop. And fried egg rolls are not good for you, but at least it's better than 5 pounds of rice and French fries with cheese and shit all over them. I'm going to give you that. You know what I'm saying? I make spring rolls. I've made chicken egg rolls from scratch. The contents inside are good, and the phyllo paper is thin.
And you may be right, but it still doesn't exacerbate an eating disorder. What does?
Listen, you have said you have an eating disorder, and quit using the word exasperate because you're using it stupidly. And yes, I said stupidly on purpose. Ignorantly.
Learn this. And I know you're thinking, oh, you're an expert on eating disorders. Yes, I have an eating disorder that...
Yet you will not do anything about it, except for eat on camera.
For I want to become an expert on it so that I can learn from it and I can help others and I can...
No. You are not in a position or authority to help anyone. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's like two alcoholics walking each other home from the bar. You know what I'm saying? God only knows where they're going to end up. No, ma'am, you are not in a position to do that. Just help yourself.
Cure myself.
Are you, though?
I can help myself by educating myself on the...
So after this video, you got into your feelings for some reason, probably Salah, and the whole girl on the phone picture of the girl on the phone, whatever. And you went and ordered yourself and ate an entire pizza. So how are you learning? If you're hiding all that, you're not being honest. Put it all on your channel if you're going to shove your food addiction in our face. Put it all out there. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Don't cherry pick.
Matter. Like, for example, if somebody's diagnosed with cancer, it's not uncommon for them to go and seek many, educate themselves and seek out, information that could...
Oh, God. You know what the worst part is when she thinks she's onto something.
That could help them better understand what they're going through. So...
As she eats. It's not like she's sitting at a desk with information she could pop up in a little pop-up window. No. We're going to talk about all of this. She either talks about an eating disorder or she talks about food while she's eating. Mental gymnastics. This is the mental Olympics. In other words, don't tell her to go seek therapy with a professional. She's learning things and she's going to do this on her own and cure herself. Well, to cure yourself, you got to be 100% honest. And we can tell behind the scenes, you're lying to everyone and hiding.
Just vegetable spring roll.
Deep fried. You know, you can make your own. Yeah, Dr. TikTok says she can eat whatever she wants.
That's something that I've been doing. And something clicked like, okay. It's about the mental conditioning. So you have to mentally decondition yourself to labeling food as bad. So
as you sit there with a copious amount of food in your face, do you see how this is insulting? No, she don't.
You watch me and you say, that food is going to kill you. That food is bad. No, food is food. It's not evil. It's not good. It's neutral. It's just food.
Then why do you get so excited when you're eating shit food and get almost an O out of it, but you make faces when you eat healthy food? You have decided in your brain what's good and what's bad. You're the one.
It's how we utilize things, right? It's like...
Utilize. Oh my God. How do you utilize? Never mind.
Blaming the gun for shooting somebody.
There it is. There it is. She has been listening to somebody.
The same thing. And restriction and cutting out certain foods, such as saying, this is bad, I shouldn't eat this. I should just eat some vegetables.
That's exactly what you should say. To change your mind.
Some crap. It is restriction, and that leads...
No, it's not. It's reality. Sorry about your delusional sugar plums and cakes and pies and French fries and I mean, that are proven in excess to be bad for your organs and your health. The proven. I don't care what mental gymnastics you got to play with yourself, but don't be out here being the teacher when you need to be the student.
That perpetuates the binge cycle.
So what perpetuated, if you're so smart now, what perpetuated it 2 days ago? How have you dealt with your coping skills that you have wrapped around food makes me happy, food fixes my feelings? What have you done to deal with that? I'm just curious because 2 days after you made this, you ate an entire pizza and then talked about your regret.
So I'll post the binge cycle here.
No, God. Oh, look what she pulls up from the internet. You gotta live it. I've never had to pull up one of these in my life.
So here's the binge restrict cycle. And here on the diagram, you can see restricting is a huge part of it. Eating less than normal and eating only certain types of food. So completely eliminating foods, even trigger foods. We have to learn to neutralize those trigger foods and reframe the thoughts and let go of those mental restrictions.
So if you never thought as those restrictive foods as bad, you never did. Are you sure you're not picking up? Are you sure that you're not actually... That makes no sense. I know, I restrict and don't feel guilty if I have a larger meal. I don't understand this. Yeah, this doesn't make sense. She has never thought negatively over restrictive foods. She needs to start learning the negativity of those foods that should be restricted, right? Am I getting this wrong? She flipped the script. She's not supposed to feel bad when she eats an entire thing. Oh my God.
Hi, baby girl.
Yeah, something's off with that logic.
And as you can see,
Well, when Nader chose someone else over her from the internet because she figured she could continue to, have tantrums and piss him off and throw tantrums and carry on like she was doing, and he would stay with her when he's like, she's crazy, I can't do it. Even her aunt said she needed therapy. I mean, I'm just repeating what was said in content. That's the only way we can put the Lego blocks together to create something. He didn't want any more of it. So he literally moved as far away from her as he could get. And so he wasn't chasing her down as an abuser. She was chasing him down. She went to Montreal 2-3 times a week to be near him. It was bizarre. Anyway, which is weird anyway. If he was an abuser, you'd be glad he left. But anyway, I mean, she even drove them to Montreal. That was really strange. But it made her so crazy that he chose somebody else over her. I mean, that's when all the crazy started. And now she's sitting in Kuwait, supposed to be happier than ever, getting bigger than ever, like to the point where she may not even be able to leave Kuwait. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe he wants her to go. I don't even know.
make sure there's no sauce. As you can see,
I love when she puts the hands up like she's doing something as an influencer.
that guilt, that restriction when you overeat, like, okay,
So, okay, stop. This is your biggest thing. I feel guilt when I binge or overeat. That is what you're supposed to feel. So you don't do it again. So what are you trying to tell people? They shouldn't feel guilty for overindulging in gluttonous behavior? What? Hey, do whatever you want.
I'm not going to eat this anymore at all.
That isn't what you're... No. No.
No, it doesn't work that way. That causes a binge.
Does it? Does it? Or is it the inability to cope with your emotions? That's what I'm guessing. Maybe you should start there.
And I hate to use this as an example and I'm not targeting, I'm not being rude.
I'm sure you're about to, because anybody that says that is about to target and be rude. Yeah, think about it. You got one bite and a swallow. Think about it. What's with the hand motions? Why did you take a bite if you had a thought to get out?
But it is public, so I'm allowed to comment on it, you know. Just
So are we. Public content.
what you guys say about me. You put it out there, people can comment. Hungry fat chick.
There's a lot of things that are probably a trigger for binge eating. One of them is hunger. Another one is depression, sadness, boredom. We know she's bored. We know she's bored. THC can be a trigger for a binge. And we've seen her do that. Maybe she should eliminate and fix the things that actually trigger a binge for her. How about that, Chantal? Thirst. Yes, they always say if you think you're hungry, drink some water first and reevaluate, especially if you are overweight.
She has binge eating disorder too. I know exactly what she's going through. I fully support her, and I feel like she's, you know, I understand what she's going through, okay? But what I don't support is
What you don't support, first of all, I'm going to give you probably the thing again where your mom never taught you that your opinion doesn't matter. Okay, so we'll start there.
carnivore diet, because it's
The carnivore diet. We are carnivores. Our body is literally, right down to our molar teeth. We are carnivores, sweetheart. Before restaurants, I know this is going to be hard for you to understand. People just ate meat and vegetable or fruits, pretty much. Viking days, all you see on their table is meat and fruit.
super unreasonable. It's
Unreasonable. Carnivore protein is unreasonable when you have stored carbs in your fat cells, which means your body's going to start pulling the carbs and the sugar that's stored from your fat cells, because protein is energy. Protein actually breaks down into all types of energy producing enzymes that we need in our body that keeps us going, brain function, everything. Carbohydrates have no use. For real, except for vegetables, perhaps. They got vitamins, minerals. But your rice, your bread, your French fries, your gravy, your sugar is unnecessary.
counterproductive to binge eating recovery.
No, you can binge on meat. Go on, girl. Eat 2 steaks. Go, girl.
Okay, and that's how I've done that for so many years too.
Oh, please. You have not followed through with one thing you've started more than a day, because you get anxiety, you get panic attacks when you have to tell yourself no. Steak and eggs. Yeah, I did it. I lost a shit ton of weight and I feel fantastic. Well, mine wasn't called the carnivore diet. Mine was protein.
I still struggle every day with that mindset. Okay,
Then don't push it off on other people. Fix your mindset. That's basically what I did. Atlantis was the Atkins.
every time I eat something like this, I immediately think after, oh my gosh, I did so much wrong today. I might as well go
See, you're the one fucked up in the head. Quit putting that stuff out on us.
binge out. No.
And Hungry Fat Chick literally was in the hospital with an infection. You don't think bells weren't ringing in her head after Life by Jen came home from the hospital from that and didn't live? You don't think that didn't ring bells in Hungry Fat Chick's head? She came home and said, enough's enough. I want to live. Right? And look at her. She's down to 414. Some people got to do what they got to do to live. Hopefully your day's not coming. Get a hold of yourself.
I have to like catch myself and recondition my thinking, getting rid of those food rules, saying, it's fine. I had a few spring rolls. I'm not, nothing's going to happen.
You know what would be a great food rule for you? If that guy over there in Kuwait kept canceling every Uber Eats that you place. If he kept canceling it, because we know you can't go outside. Oh, Hungry Fat Chick's down to 411, people. The 411. You just got the 411 on the 411 of Candy. Candy's down to 411. Every day she gets smaller. Amen. And we probably give you that same, raise the hand, raise the roof if you tried it, but you won't try it. Nope, you're the smartest person on the YouTubes. Keep going.
I can have them again in the future. This is not bad food. Okay? This is a single portion that I
So you tell yourself healthy food is bad food? Ha, that's your problem. That's your problem right there in a nutshell. You done screwed up your own brain.
So it's like carnivore diets like that are restrictive. You cannot, with somebody with binge.
It's not restrictive. You can eat all the protein you want. Chomp, 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 chomp. All day. You can eat all the protein you want. You just get rid of those damn carbs. How hard is that?
Binge eating, you cannot eat, and I think that can cause binge eating. Because what happens when...
Does anyone know what hungry... Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Does anyone know what Hungry Fat Chick's highest weight was? Was it 5? Wait for that damn pinky to come out, right? Yeah, veggies are low carb, but you got to wait until you detox. When your fat cells start releasing all that gunk and you get it out of your system after about 14 days, then you start adding the veggies, the carbs, the veggie carbs. I mean, that's what I did. I am not going to be telling people what to do. Check with your doctor. Find out what's best for you. She doesn't go to a doctor to find out what's best for her. At this point, they would say, eat grass will be better than what you're doing. But she won't listen.
So many people fall off. Why? Why do people fall off? Because
they're weak and they don't care. Because their feelings. Get control over your feelings. Learn how to cope with the shit life hands you. You can't just stay in a cozy little air-conditioned condo and not go deal with life. And then when you have to deal with life, like you don't pay your taxes or some shit for 3 years, 4 years, whatever, because you're smarter than the government, all of a sudden they rain down on you and you run. You run. I run from everything. I can't handle life. Time to learn how to cope. That is lesson number 1. Once you learn how to cope, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have this problem anymore.
I have to note here that I'm not picking on anyone.
Yes, you did. You specifically said what Candy was going through.
Go through the same cycle over and over as well, especially...
She ain't going through that cycle now. That girl's healing herself. And so is Quirky Rose. There are some people out there that literally say, enough's enough. I've had it with myself. I've had it with this body. And I've had it with the fear of dying. That's it. That's simple.
When I restrict.
Don't restrict. Do whatever you want. Nobody cares.
I mean, restrict with fad diets, fruit-only diets, etc. I'm not saying all diets are...
You've never even done a fad diet. You've talked about it, put it up as content, but you've never done it.
Bad, but they are counterproductive to healing from binge eating disorder.
Shut all the way up. Climb the top of Shut It Mountain where there are no more shuts to up.
and have to get back into keto reboot or whatever. You think that eating red meat every day with butter on it is healthy? Really? Actually,
As long as you don't add carbs. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She was trying to get Candy to fail. Because when Candy comes out the skinniest of ALR and Foodie, and even quirky loses all her weight, these two are going to stand alone. That's what's going to happen. You ain't dragging them. You're not dragging Candy down by her ponytail. You're not 20 anymore. You're not 20 anymore, sweetheart. You're going to be 40.
And nothing but that. You buy a steak, have a steak, butter, baked potato, broccoli.
There's where you went wrong. Baked potato. When you're doing all protein, you are in internal metabolism speed up mode. Let me make this make sense for you. If you're not going to be out, let's say you're too obese to exercise. By the way, exercise ain't going to do shit because you're not going to be able to get your cardio up high enough, long enough when you're obese because your resistance is low. So you got to start out with an internal metabolism. Because right now your metabolism is, that's why you take naps all day. Could be your sugar too, but that's why you take naps all day. You have absolutely no energy because of the food you eat. Make it make sense. Listen to your body, Chantal, when it wants to sleep all the time and then it craves the same foods that made you sleepy. That is what has happened to you. Okay? So first, in order to speed up the metabolism inside your body to start burning these fat cells, you got to change the foods. And everybody knows protein is energy. Protein is energy. Protein is energy. It speeds up your metabolism inside. Pretty soon you start dropping that weight. Then guess what? Once you lose enough weight to start working out, start walking the treadmill, building up the heart rate, burning the fat, then you can introduce your potato. But at the weight you're at and your inability to do anything physical, you are reading it all wrong. But we're here for it.
What's wrong with that? Are you going to tell me a baked potato is going to kill you?
We'll find out. She rolls her eyes. She don't want to hear it. She wants what she wants. So eat what you want. Don't worry about what anyone else is doing. Yes, your body uses energy to process food. So your body, you get a thermic effect from food. Exactly. But not sugars. Chantal. Sugars wear you down.
People demonize carbs because of the sugar. But what about the cholesterol and fat, saturated fat in steak and butter?
Oh my God. She won't do it. So she's going to shit all over it. Why don't you go research protein and its effect, how your body processes protein and how important it is. Go on. Why do you think people that don't eat meat eat tofu? Why do you think that people that don't eat meat eat beans? Why do you think that they have to have protein? Do you know how important protein is to your survival?
I mean,
Okay, Charlotte, you don't like candy. There you go, sweetheart. You got it out. Good for you. Yes, Candy's not eating potatoes. She's just eating vegetables.
You're omitting
Charlotte's probably Chantal.
a very important part of your diet, okay? You're removing all pleasure from eating.
Pleasure? I get pleasures in other ways. Maybe you need to redirect your pleasure. There's another problem, sweetheart. It's your big O.
Oh?
Baby girl, I gave you enough crabs. You can't have any more crabs.
I was eating my diet meal lunch
An hour ago.
yesterday, and it was a nice burger.
Of course, Charlotte's probably Chantal. Or a piss and vinegar or somebody from her camp.
Nice bun. It must have had egg in the bun or something. She loves eggs. And it was a turkey burger with a few wedges. And she jumped up, and I thought she was just going to stare at me as always. She took the whole bun in her mouth and ran with it.
Because she is a street cat who was always fed takeout and real food. She didn't expect to be scooped up from the streets, away from her friends and her family, to be put in this condo where she has to watch someone eat street food and she has to eat pellets and supposedly try to shit in some box. You don't even know what that is. She's used to the beach and the alley. Oh my God. Outdoor cats want to be outdoor cats. There's nothing wrong with it. How dare you? That's like go swim with the sharks and then kill the shark if it eats a human. You went into the shark's house.
Baby girl, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Of course you don't. She would if she was back on the streets. She would get street food. Yeah, she's probably eaten crabs her whole life. Now she can't have any. Because the vanilla gorilla won't share. Nope, go eat your brown pellets in the bowl. That's why the cat pisses on her bed, because it's not happy. Charlotte's not going to answer you, Dot. Charlotte just wanted to come in and spew her misery onto us and try to discredit Candy while we're reacting to Chantal. Do you see her discrediting Chantal? Not at all.
Baby girl. Anyway.
Uh-huh. Please, Professor Sarah, please tell us. What now? What have you worked out in your little brain of pleasure by food? My satiated life. So every time you're done eating and the satiation's gone, then what do? Think about the next meal? Do you know there's other ways of pleasure in this world? And I'm not talking the physical. There are people that actually go find their niche in life and become a success. Food becomes secondary, third to living a great life. Your only idea of pleasure is food and YouTube. Dude, that's a prison. Thank you, Morticia Adams.
I mean, you know, so that's my point with that.
It wasn't a point. It was a flex, but it wasn't a point. It was not even backed up by scientific proof of the benefits of the carnivore diet on morbidly obese people. That's what you forgot, that you're morbidly obese. You're not plus size, sweetheart. Plus size means you could shop no problem at any store and find clothes in Kuwait. You are morbidly obese, so maybe you're punching in the wrong words for the carnivore diet. Oh my God. I don't see this Charlotte anymore. She's blocked me from seeing her comments. So if any of my mods, Leon, Gal, want to go and block her from my channel because she doesn't want me to read her comments anymore. She blocked me from seeing them. Isn't that cute? Like a big toddler. I only know one big toddler on this platform. Well, maybe two.
Mm.
So what the farms have, thank you, Gal. The farms blew up some stills from the beach yesterday. Her fupa balls are seriously down past her knees. I seen that. Yep, I've seen that. I did see it. And it is, wow. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, instead of going to people's chats and getting your little feelings out or getting a big old McDonald's order, why don't you go do a live stream and get your head right, Chantal? Nobody's buying this shit anymore. Of course, Charlotte, I'm Chantal. She blocked me from seeing her in my own chat after I called her out for being Chantal. It doesn't matter. In the end, She's the one that's paying the ultimate price, not Salah, not the reaction channels, not the animals, anybody she that enables her. No, in the end, this is her journey, and she will pay the ultimate price.
Man, that's good. And they put so much ice as if they know me or something.
You know, you can make your own home brewed tea with lemons and ice.
Alright, let's try this crab before I banter on more. Okay, let's see. What's in here? Do you eat these little legs or what?
I wouldn't touch those bottom dwelling crabs for nothing. I don't do seafood. In fact, I wouldn't even know if I have a shellfish allergy, because I have lots of allergies, because I never touch the stuff. I couldn't even imagine. I could just see what would happen. So we don't have to worry about it.
I love crab, oh my gosh. But I'm kind of sad because I saw a chef cut one up alive.
Yeah, why are they not pink? Why are they brown? Could be, I don't know, Gulf Coast seafood.
And
I mean, the best is what? The Bering Sea up there in Maine. Isn't Maine the best lobster, the best everything? Isn't that the truth?
bad for the crab.
Yep, no to seafood here too. Yep, nope.
Even just the shell has so much flavor. Have a few veggies here. So anyway,
What?
yesterday's mukbang, for example.
What?
I ate until I was full. I had 3 fajitas.
So you say, oh, Bering Sea's Alaska. Is the Bering Sea Alaska? I didn't know that. I was thinking of the other out in Maine. The Bering Sea is Alaska. See, my seas are Mediterranean has the best seafood, I hear, than America. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I heard the Maine lobsters are the best. Maine crabs, yeah. I would like Alaskan king crab, yep, and then, yep. Chesapeake Bay. Atlantic. Maine for lobster, Alaska for king crab. There you go.
That's so tasty. I have 3 fajitas.
Yeah. So?
And some chips. I didn't even finish the chips. So, how is that?
Chantel, you're acting like your last videos after your binge eating disorder bullshit, you've been trying to put down people's throats. You're acting like just because you choose to only show a certain amount of food in a video, that's what you're doing. After 7 years of watching you lose your mind with food, you're not going to all of a sudden rewrite history and pretend like this is what you've been doing all along. I am so tired of your gaslighting. All right, you know what I'm going to put in here? Mukbangs that have been going on for 6 years. This. Oh, God, the Funko feet. Nyah. All right, where are they all? The insane amount of food, even with your hijab on. This is only recent. We've seen how whiny you were at McDonald's when you went and had a single meal. We have watched you eat tons and tons and tons of calories in one sitting and in your car. Tons. Like this. So don't pretend like you've been eating the way you're eating forever. How could that be wrong? How could three fajitas? We have watched you eat enough food for a family of 8. And now you're just deciding to show us what you want to because you made a big announcement that you were going to do better. Well, we seen you on the beach, sweetheart. I'm going to have to press X to doubt. And then gaslighting, right here, Pepper Pig. That's exactly what she just did. Now do you know what it means? What gaslighting means? It means you never saw what you used to say because I deleted it all, even though all the videos are out there. How could this be a problem? I don't know if she's trying to appeal to the cat or the new audience. I'm just saying. That's what gaslighting's all about. You're like, wait a minute, you didn't get to this size by eating 3 fajitas.
How is that too much? You know?
See?
The only thing about crab is it's a pain in the head. You know what to eat.
You're doing this with your teeth? My God. How do you order crab and you don't have even a nutcracker tool? That tells me you never eat seafood. Because when you live on the sea, wouldn't it be a staple in your house to have crab or lobster tail tools? Yeah, I didn't think so.
You have to say, I'm going to allow myself to eat this.
Go ahead. We don't care. We don't care. I used to eat baked goods all the time. You know what I told myself? No more baked goods. Screw that. I don't care how yummy they are. I don't ever want to feel like that again physically. They're not worth it.
How do I eat this thing?
So now I eat a little handful of M&Ms and it kills my sweet tooth. Instead of eating a big old piece of cake with ice cream and maybe some hot fudge on it. Like I need a reward after dinner. That's ridiculous. I got rid of all that. I won't even make casseroles anymore. Because I would sit and eat too much of a casserole. Casseroles, out the door. No more baked goods.
What the heck is this?
Who knows? Some bottom dwelling sea creature.
Oh.
Listen, that cat knows how to shell that better than you. Just give it to the cat. The cat will shell it open for you and hand you the meat. Look at her teasing that cat. Nothing changes.
You love crabs, huh, baby? So I would freak out.
Ugh. That is so gross.
Here.
Yeah, she's saying all that stuff for Salah, so he'll let her eat whenever she wants because she has binge disorder. We know exactly why she does the shit she does. She's never talked about it a day in her life for 6 years. Now all of a sudden, she's got to convince this guy who wants to travel and be with a woman that promised him travel and that she would lose weight and she just need to get out of Canada because she has trauma disorder and she knows that she'll do better there and she knows she can't run from herself. So when it reared its ugly head again, she's got to make these videos to convince him that she can't control it. I love that for you, Salah. Keep enabling. And old ALR's doing the same thing to wifey. Manipulation and guilt and shame. Wifey's going to run for the hills and never look back.
Cream crab. I guess when I go back to America for a visit. Anyway. So, that's it. I'm going to keep eating what I want. Some days I'm hungrier than others.
You do it, girl. You do you, boo. Nobody cares. I'm glad you're letting Salah know. I'm going to do whatever I want. Good for you. Lean in, Salah.
And
I hope when she goes back home to Canada, he gets to go live his best life. Red room, Jeep, beaches, staying out all day and night, kicking it, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, doing this. I'll show you what. Hold on. This will be Salah, right? When she leaves. Stop it. Okay, hold on. Let's go back here. This will be Salah living his best life. Hold on. Let me go over here. There we go. Oh yeah. Hold on. This will be our Salah. Oh yes. Get it, baby. Adillah. 2, 3. That'll be Salah after he drops her off at the airport. I bet you Salah stays away from the Tinder. I don't blame you.
That's how it is. Baby girl, I'm giving her all the good meat from inside the knuckle here. This one has too much sauce, baby. Oh, it's so good and sweet.
Told you she's talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Salah's learned a lot of lessons in 6 months, right? He's like, oh my God. He'll be at the gym hitting it hard, right? He's just gonna learn a lot. You know, some people, you know, they learn lessons in life. You know, sometimes you gotta be knuckle dragged when you're young. You gotta pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and do shit the right way this time. Right? He's only 30. Come on now. Yeah, you need to work on that laugh too, Salah. Do like a mysterious laugh, you know what I mean? Like that. Not the yuck, 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 yuck. Don't get to the back of the throat with the laugh anymore. Let's work on it. You can learn, you know. Like that. Practice. But the yuck, 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 that's Three Stooges shit. Women don't find that attractive. We're going to need you to get out there, start really hitting the gym hard, right? And you know, get those sunglasses that guy's got. Get the white shirt. You got this, Salah. Come on now. We know he just turned 30. He's a kid. He's still trying to find his way, you guys.
When I come across a nice...
Yeah, go watch a lot of Vincent Price. You want that laugh. That laugh's mysterious and a little bit scary. It's not cartoonish at all.
With no sauce, I'll give it to you, okay? Here.
See how thrilled she is? Is this your pleasure food? You don't seem pleasured like you do when you're eating fast food. Should we do a comparison, people? See how she was talking about pleasure, right? Does this look like pleasure to her? Or does this look like she already ate her pleasure food and this is just for the camera? Because she can't go back now on all the bullshit she said, because she'll really look like a hypocrite. So she's got to, you know, she's got to ride this out for a bit before she goes back to the other eating. We already know what the other eating is. Let me show you. Oh, let me show you. Do you know a woman had to be hospitalized after she ate too much sushi? I read that. It was scary. Remember when Chantal ate 3 rolls, 18 pieces of sushi? That wasn't good. Let's see when she gets really excited about her pleasure food. Oh, yeah. Cane's is one of them, isn't it? All right. Let's do a comparison of pleasure food and food she really don't like to eat. Hello, Foodie Booties.
Hello, guys. Hello. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm having Raising Cane's for my meal. And let's start. Bismillah, because I'm hungry.
Look at her pleasure food. Is this pleasure food?
So that's that on that issue.
I don't think she could ruin Salah's life. I'm going to be honest with you, because at any time, you know, it's not like she can get in the Kia and drive to Kuwait, stalk him, right? He could block her from all social media, tell the Kuwaiti government, don't even renew her visa. She's a stalker. I don't know. I don't know what he'll do. I know he took one for the team. Good for you. But there's no way I would let somebody manipulate and abuse me who says they love me. Screw that. That's abuse. That's what she accused Nader of, as she drove to Montreal 3-4 times a week in her car. He didn't even have a car. He couldn't stalk her. He blocked her all the time, and then she'd go under fake names trying to get him to unblock her. We seen it.
So I just want to say
What?
that I've been watching
Everything.
some weird videos.
Yeah, Melissa Cooks, Pondu's, Olive Branch, Olive Tree, Charlotte. She has so many accounts.
Interesting videos. And look, I get a lot of hate for everything I do.
No, you don't. We just hate to be gaslit and we call you out on the bullshit. That ain't hate. You can think of it as hate. But nobody likes that bullshit. Especially when the video's there to prove it.
Baby girl, no. Come on.
No more street food for you, Alley Cat.
Highly
I'm gonna force you to be domesticated and use a litter box.
controversial in everything
Cat's like, yeah, well, I'm gonna keep peeing on your bed. So who's gonna win this fight?
I do.
Nope, don't care what you do. Just be honest.
Especially what I eat.
Don't care. Look at this pleasure food. She's so happy. How about this one?
So I decided to upgrade to their freshly squeezed lemonade.
Oh, I'm sure they squeezed those lemons right into that container that came from a truck.
I did have cans before.
No preservatives.
When I was coming back to mukbangs, and I was in the restaurant, and it was so noisy with the screaming kids and everything. So
We know. Get on with the pleasure eating. Hey, Chantal, is this triggering you? I hope not. I hope this isn't triggering you. Or anyone else, like teenagers.
Sweetie pie.
Look at, there you go, there you go.
I guess when you're hungry,
You eat like that. When you don't like the food, you eat like this.
everything. So that being said, one of the big controversies as well is
What?
filming in public.
Yeah, that's a no-no in Kuwait. You need a filming permit to film in any public spaces. We read it. Do you have a filming permit? Nope. This woman even went as far as filming oil fields, which is a federal offense.
I've learned a lot about that.
Yeah, it only took 6 months.
I get it. Private places are not public. But when you're out in the public,
Oh, God. So much for the remaining teeth in your head.
if you're leaving your house, and I'm talking about people being filmed on camera.
Oh, how are her teeth not shattering? Don't you have a crochet hook? You could just slide it in there and pull that shit out. Do you have a cocktail for? What am I saying? She don't even have a glass or silverware.
If you're out in the public, you have to expect.
Not in Kuwait. Oh my God, she is not saying this. But Allah's wife wasn't out in the public, and you slandered her and a Kuwaiti, a Muslim woman. You slandered her, and nobody had ever knew she existed. How does that make sense in your little head?
That there's a limited amount of privacy.
Yeah, what happened when that stranger filmed you in Canada walking down the snowy street? You had a fit and said you were being stalked. But you can film whoever you want in public in Kuwait? Have you lost your mind?
That you're going to have. And people out in public filming, you might be caught on their camera.
Like you were. The buffalo in the wild. And then they put it up on the YouTubes and you had a fit.
Now again, I know private is different.
Well, you were walking down the street. Yeah, can't your monkey paws just smash those shells? Just put them on that 2x4, pull that out from behind, under the couch, put that there, and just smash them right on the 2x4. Or hell, smash them with the 2x4. Yeah, she was on a public street. Yep, walking to her car, and somebody filmed her. And she had a fit. Said she was being stalked. Can you even with this? That's gaslighting, Peppa Pig.
But
She was about 70 pounds lighter, too. And that was in February. March, April, May, June, July. 5 months ago.
let's say you go to a public office, public library,
Courthouse.
sidewalks. Fair game, okay?
You're really pushing your luck over there in Kuwait, aren't you? Maybe you're trying to get deported. That could be. Yeah, she still has her puffer. She was puffing on it the other night.
So I don't want to hear people saying, you're filming that poor person in public, the license plate.
So, that goes for you too. You're walking around in public, you're going to be filmed and put up on the YouTube. Get over it. I know, I think it's hysterical when she tries to talk with authority in another country. There are so many laws about filming anything, their money, their oil fields, their government buildings. She filmed the inside of a courtroom. Holy shit.
Legal. So, I was watching, and I learned this because I was watching.
You know what? We're gonna shut you up for just a second. Okay, let's see. What is against the law in Kuwait for filming? We ready, people? Are we ready? Build government buildings. Weren't you inside a courthouse filming? That's what I thought. Military installations. Ooh, and oil-related infrastructures. Illegal. Penalties may include arrest, fines, confiscation of equipment, and deportation. How about this? Kuwait warns against taking photos of others without their permission. The ministry said that anyone who deliberately abuses or defames others by photographing them without their consent and electronically, probably posting it. She don't read any of this, does she? Without their knowledge or permission. Such an act could land an offender up to 3 years imprisonment or a fine of 3,000 KWDs, which would be pretty much 13,000 Canadian dollars. And both in some cases. Yeah. You mean like the people in the restaurant that were hiding their face because she was filming them without their permission? You mean like that? Okay.
Watching these auditors. Okay, honey, look. She loves crab.
Yeah, there's a couple of Americans. One's a Canadian who's being held in Syria because she met a guy online and her kids were grown and she was lonely. She met him online. She went over there. He took her passport and he burned it, and she found out he was ISIS, and now she's living in a tent out in the desert with other women, and there you go. And she can't get back home, and her government will not help her. So there's that. Hey, she could find out the hard way. We're here for it.
I can't help it. Here.
Well, you know you can blur things out. You do get that, right? There's a tool. You can blur people's faces out. You could go up to people that are hiding their faces and say, don't worry, I'm not filming you. And if I get your face on film, I will blur it out. Don't worry. You could be kind like that. You could also blur out license plate numbers. Absolutely. There are ways to edit your shit.
Look at this white meat with no sauce. Look.
Yeah, sharing your pleasure meal, I see. There is no Canadian representation in Kuwait. Yeah. Yeah, she blurred her butt in a mosque, but she filmed inside a mosque. Filmed inside a courthouse. Inside a courtroom. And left it up on the couple's channel. Wow, she even filmed oil fields. I love it.
No more. So the First Amendment
does not apply to you or Kuwait. You're Canadian. You don't have the First Amendment. And if you went back home and actually researched, you pretty much don't have many rights left. Yeah, and she also filmed a cemetery, a sacred cemetery. Yeah.
basically states that you have a right, like you cannot be prosecuted, sorry. Or you have freedom of press.
That's Canada, but it's probably restricted to shit too. What are the restrictions to freedom of press? We don't need to know about Kuwait, we already found out. In Canada. Oh, God. Oh, freedom of press. My bad. Freedom of expression in Canada is protected as a fundamental freedom by Section 2 of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. However, in practice, the Charter permits the government to enforce reasonable limits censoring speech. So there's that, Chantal. You don't have freedom of speech in Canada. God, always talking out your ass. Yeah, she's not American either.
Your right to freedom of speech, okay?
No, you're not. It can be censored in Canada. Sorry about your luck. And the only freedom, listen, we have freedom of speech in the United States because it's a constitutional right, right? First Amendment. But there are people in place to try to shut you up because you rely on them, like this platform. So you can't talk about sensitive subjects. You can't prove things that they don't want proven. There's a lot of restrictions, but that's because you can go out on your porch with a bullhorn, but you can't do it on platforms. You can scream it from the rooftops, but the platforms have the right to restrict your freedom of speech. So you either sign up for it and you agree to it, or, you know what I mean? Or get kicked off. End of. Just like you over in Kuwait. Right? You don't have freedom of speech in Kuwait. You don't have the freedom to film anything and everybody you want. You don't have those freedoms. That's right, you don't have freedom from consequence. I want to hear you scream your First Amendment Canadian rights, your freedom of expression. I want to hear you screaming that from a Kuwaiti jail and see how far that gets you. I don't think your social justice warrior bullshit will hold up in a Kuwaiti, trial. Oh my. And you're a woman. Oh my. Exactly, Lexi. She couldn't have a debate about any subject, not even cat care. 19 years she owned a cat. And you wouldn't even be able to have a conversation or a debate about cat care with her. Yes, this is all she does, is sit and eat and sleep.
So these auditors, they go around. Let's say they go in like a
Okay, so she's been watching a show. If you've never watched any of these kind of bullshit shows of filming, what they're doing is, well, a lot of them are young people trying to push their rights on police officers and prove that they have more rights than the police officers and blah, blah, blah. Fuck around and find out, Chantal. I dare you.
sheriff's office or city hall, okay?
There you go. That's what they do, is they go around poking the police, wasting their time, being confrontational. I don't have to roll my window down. I don't have to unlock my door. I don't have to do what you say. Then they get their window busted in. Yeah, then they cry and freak out when they're yanked out of the car. Yeah, fuck around and find out. Keep talking, but I want to see you do it. I dare you to go out and make a whole video on the oil fields. Do it. I dare you. Yeah, I didn't think so.
And they always get told, you can't record in here. And the guys are like, yeah, we can. This is...
I've seen those. It's so stupid. Just to be out there, to be an asshole. That's all they do. And they film it. And they get lots of views. Go do it, Chantal. You'll get lots of views. I dare you. Go. Go now. Oh, that's right. You can't leave the house.
A public office. There's no law that this is a constitutional right, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, we double dog dare you. Go film the oil fields. Salah, take her to the oil fields. Tell her to film it. And then go tell the Kuwaiti authorities about your freedoms. Yeah, Christy Claw, wave that passport. I bet you any money Canada will not back you up. You will be locked up abroad. She knows it. She don't even have the balls to do it.
No. Okay, enough.
No, give that cat as much as she wants. She's a street cat. That's the food she's been fed since she was born. Yeah, wave that marriage certificate. I love it. Go hug a few more camels, too.
They're always met with the same thing. The cops get called. And the cops usually end up going away because they don't have any reason.
We have not seen her eat any of those groceries except for when she made that disgusting soup with 3 different types of onions. That was so gross. God dang. Oh, that was so gross.
Reason to arrest these people. Now you might say, oh, it's petty. Yeah, kind of, but...
That's as dumb. Listen, Chantal, that is as dumb as saying, just because it's legal where I smoke marijuana means I can drive across state lines, that it's illegal. Just because I hold a driver's license for Michigan means I can drive through all those states where it's illegal and still bring my marijuana. Fuck around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Just find out. Go find out. You pack that car with some THC and go drive across those states where it's illegal and see what happens. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I can't stand I can't stand ignorance.
No, I mean, if you're going into a public office...
She can't explain First Amendment auditing. Let's help her out. Come on now. Sometimes you gotta help a bitch out. Oh my God. First Amendment. Is it Auditors? There you go. These are people always testing. Oh my God. These are members of the public who call themselves citizen journalists and or First Amendment auditors and who typically attempt to provoke a response or otherwise test local government officials. And they film it. They film it. They film it. It's a social movement. It means filming and photographing in public just so they can poke, like I said, troublemakers. They're bored and they think their opinions matter. So there's that. And she likes to watch it because she's defiant.
And you want to exercise your right? I get that.
It's not even a right. You're just being assholes. You have rights. When something happens, there are rights put in order. But to go out there and bother people at work while they're working in a government building, right? Or provoking the police, just faffo. Fuck around and find out. I know, forget about it. She's just trying to create controversy. You can buy the t-shirt in my shop, hashtag FAFO. You can buy that in my, and hashtag stay mad.
Honey,
Yeah, just eat your cheesy crab. Or, yeah, your food that you get a thrill out of. Oh, no, here's the food you get a thrill out of. She ain't even gonna talk, man. She's just gonna eat.
Makes all the difference.
Look
I
at
think
that.
Cane's has like some of the best chicken tenders. Like no
There you
joke.
go. Eat them, girl. Hopefully this don't trigger you. But it's my First Amendment right to watch you. Oh, look at that. Now, this is pleasure food? I didn't think so. Because that
What?
cat wasn't anywhere in the room when she was eating her canes, was it?
Not me today.
Cat's all over this.
Here. Can you please go away?
You don't even care if that cat goes away. Where was the cat during this one? Locked in a room, pissing on your bed. Because you weren't letting that cat have any of that Cane's chicken. Belly up, kitty. You can have all the food she don't want to eat.
Mm-mm. No.
Even then, you knocked her down. That wasn't fair. Why don't you quit eating on the floor? She thinks you want to be her friend. Guess not.
By the way, I can't lock her in another room. She'll pee on my bed.
Yes, she should, because she's not happy. I know she shoved the cat.
When she's mad at me?
Well, this is the seafood she's really not thrilled about. When she's thrilled about the food, the cat ain't anywhere around. She ain't sharing shit. That cat learned to beg out there on the streets. That's why it wants that food, not the brown pellets sitting over there in the bowl, bought on sale with a coupon that probably tastes like crap. Yes, I do need to temper my expectations. I always think that the world has intelligence. And then when I think that you can, I don't know, there's things I get wrong, but then I go look up things and she just tries to trigger people. She's definitely an auditor. Definitely. She is, yeah, she's an auditor.
that's what you do, don't you?
EJ, we've wondered that if someone sponsored her with a large amount of money, if she would lose the weight. I have a feeling that whoever wants to see her eat herself to death will actually offer her more money. So, unfortunately, you decide which of the two evils she'd pick. There's that. Yeah, she's only hurting herself.
Girl.
Yeah, free the cat. Oh, how are your teeth not breaking? This is how she's opening crab legs, you guys.
Okay, let me see if I can get her some leg meat here. Down. Go. So yeah, I don't want her peeing on my
Yeah, she did say my bed, didn't she? Huh. It's It's interesting since she sleeps on the couch. So she got a bed in a separate room, but she don't sleep on it, I'm guessing.
I shut her in when we had company once because...
Yeah, she put crab meat on the rug.
Some of the company was wearing dish dasha.
You could be wearing a dish dasha. If you want to be outside and keep cool, you could wear a dish dasha. Do they not allow women to wear dish dashas in Kuwait? You know, the white linen that's airy and they won't sweat to death. What do women wear? You know what? We're going to look at that. How do women... What do women in Kuwait wear to keep cool in the summer? Let's get images. Wow, that's pretty. Oh, I guess you can wear just a, you know, like this. She lives in Kuwait. I guess you can just wear something like this, a summer dress. So there's that with your hair out. Okay, good to know. Life as a female expat in Kuwait. Good for you, Amy. Good for you, Amy. She could wear a maxi dress, yes. Let's look at dress codes for men and women in Kuwait. This one ain't gonna pop up. Okie doke. Let's see, day to day in Kuwait. Oh, look at you can wear as a female. Look at that. Look at, they can even put their arms around each other. I guess nobody's going to jail for that. The day to day in Kuwait. Ain't that something? She don't even have on a hijab. Ain't that something? Oh, and look at how loose you can wear that. You can show your hair. So there's that. You can wear a nice loose one so you don't sweat. Ain't that something? Look at her. Her hair's down. Yeah. Anybody buying that bullshit? I didn't think so.
And she thought it was a toy. I'm like...
God, that thing's just... Isn't the whole bottom of that thing just dripping in butter? Or some kind of nasty juice?
She started going after these people's dish dashas. So, I cannot have that. So I tried to put her in the room with the litter box and her things.
Why don't you go in a room and shut the door when you eat?
And she peed on my bed.
Because she's not happy. Maybe instead of owning cats, you should learn about them. Yeah, she's making herself miserable in her clothes choices, yes.
Here.
Oh, it's Old Bay seasoning? Okay.
Man, she really loves crab.
Because she's from the streets, ma'am.
And people who say, get your disgusting cat off the... Listen, lady. Or man. I love my cat. And I love her more than human beings. So that's not going to happen.
Do you, though? Do ya? Because I remember when you gave up your cats for a human being. Sam could have easily traveled to Kuwait. Huh. That's interesting, because the actions, once again, don't match the words. I don't know why she didn't say our bed. Oh, yes, I do know why. Never mind. You still think Kuwait officials might have visited them? I don't know, but it was pretty ballsy 4 days ago to make this video saying I'll film what I want when I want, and I have the right to do it. If they did visit her, I would think that would be pretty gutsy. If they've got their eye on her channel, that would be something, huh?
So that's my explanation of everything.
Well, she's about to fly home and leave Julia behind.
So yeah. This is really good, but pain to eat.
I do agree with you, Lock Dog, yes.
Okay, come on.
She was supposed to get him to Canada, and maybe he's finally realizing it's not going to happen. Maybe he's getting tired of all this. It wouldn't take long.
Please stop.
Because I know we all are. And we've been way more committed for way longer than Salah has.
I know I feed her, it's my fault. Okay, I understand that. I do.
Well, then quit shoving her off the table when she only knows that when you eat, she eats. How about that? God. Ugh, there's people like this that should never have kids.
Oh, now you're going to clean yourself, huh? I cannot have seafood and not feed her some.
Don't care. We know you wouldn't feed her canes. We know that.
I love crabs.
Gross. It's because I think she lives alone, Janine, if you want me to be honest. I definitely think she lives alone. It's just, and that's why she had to have a hamster and a cat. If she was so happy with Salah and she was going to make this work and lose the weight and travel with him, she wouldn't have bogged herself down with pets. That solidifies the fact that she ain't traveling nowhere. She wanted to get rid of the cats to live with Nader. She wanted Pete's to keep the cats so she could live in Montreal with Nader. You don't remember that? Because Nader won't live with cats. Didn't she have Pete's euthanized? Pete's is living his best life. He's lost 20 pounds since he's lost 400 pounds since she left. But he's lost 20 pounds. He's working, earning a living, finding his identity again until she gets home.
So
she already did push her, Amy. She already pushed the cat.
Going. Exercise them right.
You don't understand why she won't cook meals for him? Because he's not there. He's not there. All those grocery hauls with all the fruit and vegetables go to his family.
In trouble.
She probably buys them for his family.
But they educate the people. Like, I'm allowed to be here.
Tell that to the government when they deport your ass. I'm allowed to be here. Of course, Pete would take her back in a heartbeat. If she said the word, he'd go get them a 2-bedroom apartment. He's got the money saved, and he would do it. He's the only one that truly loves her unconditionally.
Yada, yada, yada. You're not getting any more. She's cleaning herself, so I think she's realized it's over. The dinner's over. Good girl. I like her to have, like, good food, too, you know? Not just meat mixture and whatever else.
Like cheese puffs? She gave a hamster a cheese puff. Yeah, right? What do you mean I'm being deported? I have rights here. You see my Canadian passport? I have rights here. I am a celebrity influencer on YouTube. Yeah, you hear that, Kuwait? I have white privilege. They hog tie her, throw her in the back of one of them army jeeps, drag her ass over to a jail. That would be a big weight loss, though. Salah, we thought of a way for the weight loss. There'll be no carry-out food, ma'am. Shalal would be like, I don't live there. I don't know her.
So good. What is this? A friggin' barnacle or something? What is that? Oh well. Anyways. Whoa.
That's true.
Okay,
She could be out there tied up with those camels, right? That have been put out to pasture. They'll just put her out to pasture.
I'm not eating this, so I feel like
Ah! Stop that! Yikes!
what kind of crab is this?
Sewer crab. I can't. Even if it's healthy food, I can't watch it. Anyway, that was fun. That was a good time. Hope we all enjoyed ourselves. As she tried to teach us all the things in life she has no clue about. Your teeth hurt too? Yeah, I was like, good. Dude, those crab legs, aren't the shells like tougher than trying to crack your teeth through a walnut? Those chiclet teeth are, yeah, that's stress on your teeth. I can't. I don't care. She did film a dead camel once. Yep, didn't even notice it. Yep. She's eating the claws. Yeah, it's not like she's eating lobster. Ah! Ah, God. Shards of crab shells stuck in her teeth. Oh! She's not educated. She's at whatever level of education. But she likes to be controversial. So she looks for things that are controversial. She probably even types it into the TikToks. And then she makes it her content for attention. It is that simple. Yes, those are cockroaches of the sea. And so is shrimp. No, thank you. I've owned an aquarium. I see what goes on. The bottom dwellers eat the shit from the hierarchy. No, thank you. I'm good. I leave the ocean alone. It's its own life, right? I just leave it alone. I don't even mess with the ocean, except for to admire it. Yeah. They do have things to break crab legs, and you think if you live where you can look out the window and see the sea, that you would own some of those utensils. But apparently, this is not a common occurrence, that she's eating fresh seafood. You go ahead, TCOB. You eat your shrimp, lobster, and your tuna fish. Thank you, Dita. Shrimp cocktail, Bacon wrapped shrimp, And scallops, You go ahead. Go right ahead. That's the beautiful thing about life. We can choose to be plant-based, meat-based, a mixture of all, sugar-based. You get to enjoy whatever you want. I know she don't use silverware. So fresh. She didn't look satiated, though. Janine's all, no seafood. No, thank you. No, I'm good. I like fruits, vegetables, any kind of salad greens. I like all that shit. There you go. More king crab for you. Yep. You're a carb-based seeker? Seeker, you're kind of like a two-word laugh out loud person, are you not? Why are you using the word seeker when you're not in green? You're not a seeker. You're a wannabe. Her silverware is her teeth, right? She's just sharpening them into points. Pretty soon she'll be a vampiress. Oh, that's right. She already is. The texture of fish is disgusting to me, yes. And the smell. Can we get past the smell? My husband used to have to cook his salmon outside on the grill. You ain't cooking that shit in my house. House smells like an oily salmon for days. I don't mind cooking a pot roast. You know, the smell of meat in my house, that's better to me than salmon. Ouch, Shelly. Did that hurt you? Even when I giggled, that still hurt you? Aw, your feelings. Feelings. Oh, there you go, Ellen. Don't eat anything with 2 legs or 4 legs. Anything with legs. No, it didn't hurt your feelings? Okay. You're being funny? All right, I'll take it. As long as you know how to be sass, crass, and a bit of an ass, you are welcome to hang out. Nobody in my house gets seafood unless it's at a restaurant, right? That's where my husband gets seafood. Let somebody else prepare it. I clean too, but man, I'll tell you, that salmon smell, you cook it in the oven, I'm telling you, that permeates your whole house. And there ain't nothing you can do about it until you start cleaning with lemon. After that oven has cooled down, there's nothing you can do about it. Fish lingers. It lingers and lingers. It's an oil base. It lingers. Oh, it's so disgusting. There you go. I don't even want to talk about food. She's got me so disgusted. I probably won't eat the rest of the day. If I do, I'm going to go have a salad. There you go, deja vu. That's a smart move. I like to look at fish. I don't want to eat them. Just leave them alone in the ocean. Shark Week. There goes the shark. Daddy shark, doo 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 doo. Daddy shark, doo 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 doo. Daddy shark. Oh, mama shark, doo 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 doo. Mama shark, doo 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 doo. Mama shark. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? Oh. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark. Oh, he's probably banking some money. And I have a feeling, if you want my honest opinion about him and his dowry to his family, coming straight from the YouTube paycheck, I guarantee you that whole healthy meal thing, that ridiculous amount of money, like $1,400 a month, I have a feeling that's got something to do with family whipping up some shit, know nothing about healthy eating or calorie counts. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Everybody getting a cut. And she's like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try anything. You've seen half of its leftovers. Remember the creamy chicken shit? The cream chicken? I'm not saying this shit. I'm just saying. It was for lunch and dinner. One was in solid pieces called dinner. The lunch was cut up squares. I've been watching. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting a cut before this is over. And she ain't going to be on to them. What was it Milk Tea said? He got a hoe in every zip code. Every area code. He got a hoe in every area code. Them diet boxes look like people's leftovers. Or, this could be the worst, but I'm going to say it anyway. Leftovers from a restaurant. Not that people already ate, but before the restaurant closes. Because remember, the meals get delivered in the morning. What if they know somebody owns a restaurant and shit's got to be, you know what I'm saying? Shit's got to be from that night, all the stuff that was pre-cooked for people to order and they didn't. Yeah, like a government ration. The closing food. Thank you. That's what I mean. That's what it looks like. But she'll never, ever figure it out because she don't think like that. She just don't. That ain't diet meals. No. We've seen what diet meal services look like. Shall we look at one? This is gold. He is BSing her. And I love it. When the con gets conned. Let's see what. Let's just say healthy meal. Let's see. Let's say businesses. Okay. Let's see if we can find. Don't allow. Okay, so there's healthy meal services. And I'm going to tell you what they generally look like, okay? They're going to look appetizing. They're going to look well plated. Like, let me bring up this one. They're going to have a look to them that would make people want to purchase the services. They would look well presented. They wouldn't look like somebody's leftovers scraped into containers. Do you know what I'm saying? The salads will look really fresh. Everything's going to be done right. So yeah, sorry. All you have to do is look for pictures on the internet and try to recreate them. My God, I would love to start a healthy meal service here. And then just whip up a bunch of shit, put it in containers like little TV tray dinners, right? Just microwave it, you'll be fine. Charge that kind of money? Are you kidding me? No, I wouldn't want to do it. Yeah, definitely. Yes. And yes, New York, I definitely believe he's been shut up. And listen, probably everybody's about the money. And Canadian money is appealing. American money is appealing. And some people are stupid enough to be scammed out of money. End of. Right? Yeah. Yeah, the meals should come with a card, or it's got your calories on it, your serving size. Yeah, if you're a company, that's generally what you do. But hey, what do we know? Anyway, I'm gonna get scooting for the day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you'd like to check out my Etsy store, the link's in my About section. I have new shirts in there. My favorite, of course, is the Real Housewives of YouTube shirt I created. Also, and we've had a few orders. My other one is I Don't Give a Rat's Ass, which, by the way, that one is one of the gold for me. All right. I gotta show it to you, because I love it. I love the I Don't Give a Rat's Ass. It's a rat pulling a... I'll show you. It's gold. Come on. God. Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. God, now I got that. See that? I don't give a rat's ass. I love this shirt in my store. I don't give a rat's ass because I don't. Because I don't. And then we got, hello, Zero Flax Given, my new flamingo with the glasses on. So shop or don't. I just wanted to show you. All right, guys. I love y'all. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later. Bye.